We will now show you how to install the transfer bench with a backrest into a bathtub. First of all, we need to ensure that the area is free of clutter to reduce any trip hazards. Before installing the transfer bench, we need to check if the ground is level so that the legs of the chair has a stable surface to stand on. Place the transfer bench transversely over the tub. Make sure to use safe manual handling technique by lifting with your legs and keeping your back straight to avoid injury. Ensure that the transfer bench is facing upwards towards the ceiling. Adjust the legs of the chair so that all four legs are stable and in contact with the ground. Make sure you hear a click to ensure that the legs are locked into place. Check if the board is secure and stable before use. We will now show you how to perform a transfer into the bathtub using a transfer bench with a backrest. Firstly, check if the transfer bench is secure and stable. Align your body parallel with the bathtub. Have the back of your knees come into contact with the edge of the transfer bench. When sitting back, make sure to use each hand to hold onto the transfer bench. Lift one leg over the bathtub and the second leg over. Using your arms, slide your body towards the middle of the bathtub by pulling on the edge of the transfer bench. Make sure your back is supported by the backrest. We will now show you how to transfer out of the bathtub using the transfer bench. It is basically the reversal of transferring in. To begin, place one hand on the edge of the transfer bench. Swing one leg outwards of the bathtub and swing the other leg over. Slide your body towards the outside of the bathtub by pulling on the edge of the transfer bench. Place both feet firmly on the ground. Use your hands to push down on the transfer bench to raise yourself into a standing position. We will now show you how to install a bathboard into a bathtub. First of all, turn the bathboard over so that the cleats are facing upwards. Loosen the cleats by unscrewing them counterclockwise so that we can adjust them later. Place the board over the bathtub transversely. Reach underneath the board and push both cleats outwards evenly until they're gripping the wall of the bath. Tighten off the cleats. It is only necessary to tighten them finger tight. Double check the cleats are friction tight to the wall of the bath before use. We will now show you how to perform a transfer using the bathboard. First of all, check if the bathboard is secure and stable before use. Position yourself facing away from the board and move yourself back until you feel the edge of the bath against the back of your legs. Slowly lower yourself down onto the board using both hands to steady yourself. Swing your legs around slowly, holding onto the handrest on the transfer bench. Make sure to keep your weight in the middle of the transfer bench. And that is how you perform a transfer using the bathboard. We will now show you how to transfer out of the bathtub using the bathboard. The process is basically the reversal of transferring in. First of all, place one hand on the handrest and the other at the edge of the bathtub. Lift one leg over the bath, followed by the other. Have the person swivel around so that the body is facing outwards of the bathtub. Place both hands at the edge of the bathtub, making sure both feet are placed firmly on the ground, and push your body into a standing position using your hands. We will now show you how to install a swivel chair into the bathtub. Once again, we need to ensure that the area is free of clutter to reduce any trip hazards. Before installing the bench, we need to check if the ground is level and that the bathtub edges are all level too. Place the swivel chair transversely over the tub. Remember to use safe manual handling technique by bending at the knees and lifting with your legs and keeping your back straight to avoid injury. Make sure all four handles of the swivel chair is overhanging the bath side by more than 2.5 centimeters for safe positioning of the chair. Lock the transfer chair by tightening the screws underneath the chair so that the rubber stoppers come into contact with the bathtub to ensure that the frame is installed tightly. Ensure that the seat is facing upwards towards the ceiling. We will now show you how to perform a transfer into the bathtub using a swivel chair. Before use, check if the chair is secure and stable. Swivel the chair around until it is facing outwards of the bathtub. Lock the chair in place with the lever underneath the seat. Position the back of your knees so that it comes into contact with the edge of the bathtub. Using both hands, reach for the armrests of the chair and grip both the armrests firmly. Slowly lower your body until the back is touching the backrest of the seat. Unlock the seat by lifting the lever up. To rotate the chair, lift one leg over the bathtub and the other leg over to swivel the chair around. Adjust your body position until you are facing the center of the bathtub and then lock the seat by pushing down the lever into locking position. We will now show you how to transfer out of the bathtub using the swivel chair. Lift the locking lever to unlock the chair. Swivel the seat so that it is facing outwards of the bathtub. Lift one leg over and the other leg over the bathtub to swivel the chair. Once both legs are on the outside of the bathtub, lock the seat using the lever. Place both hands on the armrest and shift your body towards the edge of the seat. Placing both feet firmly on the ground and using both your hands to push down with the armrest and raise yourself into a standing position.
We will now go through several maintenance and cleaning techniques to ensure the long-term usage of this equipment. Ensure the equipment is free from any defects, rust or damages. If there is any defects found, please contact the supplier. Check the condition of the rubber stoppers on each leg so that it remains slip resistant and level. Make sure that all the screws are tightened. For cleaning, use mild soap or detergent to clean the surface using a cloth for hygiene purposes. Don't forget to clean the legs and underneath the seat as well. Avoid using any abrasive cleaning agents as this may damage the equipment surface. Make sure to dry off the equipment with a clean towel. The same principles apply for the bathboard and the swivel chair.